Attention coffee lovers. Are you tired of bland, uninspired coffee that leaves you feeling underwhelmed? It's time to upgrade your coffee game with Strong Coffee Company. Strong Coffee is specially crafted to deliver a bold and powerful flavor that will keep you energized, focused throughout the day. Made with premium beans sourced from the best coffee growing regions around the world, Strong Coffee is expertly roasted to bring you out the rich, complex flavors that make each cup a truly satisfying experience. But that's not all. Strong Coffee Company also offers a variety of benefits to enhance your coffee experience. The coffee is packed with natural ingredients like MCT oil and grass-fed collagen protein, which can boost your health, energy, support your healthy skin, joints, and more. Plus, the convenient single-serve packets made it easy to enjoy coffee on the go, at work, or while traveling. And now, for a limited time only, Strong Coffee is offering a special promotion for new customers. Use the promo code CHAMP at checkout and receive 15% off your first purchase. So why settle for mediocre coffee when you can experience the bold and invigorating flavor of Strong Coffee Company along with its many benefits? Head to their website, strongcoffee.com, and place your order today using the promo code CHAMP for an unbeatable deal.
Real show, here we go. Real show, here we go. You know that it's gotta be that time, so this is what we chant. What keeps on getting them all amped in advance? Come on. You and I rocking out with Iron Man, F.E. You get the general's point of view on top of Roger's rants. Whenever tapping out, we're putting the most minutes in. You already know what that's about, you know that winners win. Crush whatever's on task, check the podcast. It's the champ and the tramp, let the bomb blast.
¿Qué pasa?
What's up, partner?
Mi amigo. Hajar.
Isn't there a Hajar Gracie?
There is.
Isn't there a Gracie coming up soon fighting?
Neiman Gracie fights for Bellator.
No, UFC.
Kron Gracie.
Kron is fighting soon.
Is he?
I think. Yeah.
He is. You know who he is?
I mean, no.
Whose son he is, I'm saying?
Hoises?
No. Hickson's son.
Hickson's son. That makes sense. He was one of the best to ever do it, right?
That's what they say.
Hey, Rogan talking about him saying
there's a lot of legends of Hickson.
Yeah.
You know, it's like 600-0 in fights and this and that.
Yeah. But strictly BJJ, never did MMA, right?
No, he did. He did.
Oh, he did.
Valley Tudo.
He did.
It was Valley Tudo back then.
Bass Rutten was the man back in the day. He did Valley Tudo, didn't he?
Valley Tudo. Yeah, MMA. He did. He did kickboxing and
his kicks were something to behold. That dude, he's
such a cool guy too.
Yeah. Did you tell me he's got kind of like what I got going on with my left leg? Did you tell me he's got some nerve damage and his right arm is like atrophied a little bit?
Boss, yep. You can't pull back his bow. I think
he's got a really cool personality. Like that guy,
he's like guapo.
That guy's never off. Like he's fucking 100 miles an hour.
Always. He used to commentate the Pride fights back in the day. He was great.
Yeah. He used to wear. You explained it to me. I used to call them boots. I was like, remember we used to wear the boots, but they're not boots, right?
Shin guards.
Yeah. They look like boots, right?
Did,
Look like a wrestler in there almost. Yeah.
They might have been like shin guard boots.
I've never seen shin guards that look like that. Yeah. They were huge. They look like boots.
Yeah, they did. They are. I've seen you wear some shin guards. They look huge.
You seen what?
If you see me wearing shin guards, they all look huge.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
So we got the Alex Pereira. Well, I was going to call it the second fight, but I guess actually it's their fourth fight, right? Didn't they fight kickboxing? They fought two times.
Yeah,
Pereira
2 times.
Won twice. Kickboxing.
Piera.
Edgar. And now they're obviously fighting their second fight in the UFC. Who you got? Who you picking? Izzy seems to be really quiet on this one.
I know.
Usually talks a lot.
I don't know, man.
Ronda Rousey was also very quiet.
Each fight pretty much went exactly the same way. Obviously, I think one of them went to the cards, but he was winning that fight supposedly the whole time, and then kind of Alex came on at the end, and obviously that's what happened last fight. Is he cursed? Is it just a curse?
Do you
know
think
what I mean?
Certain fighters just have other fighters' numbers?
I mean, yeah, you see it. I guess they must.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's got your numbers. The matchup isn't
I hate to count Izzy out because
I'm not counting him out. You can't.
You can't count that guy out.
And dude, supposedly, you know what they're saying.
What?
He's going to wrestle him.
Makes sense.
He's been working wrestling a lot, which would be smart.
Yeah.
I mean, he took him down pretty easy in the first fight.
Right.
If he goes to that, tries to take him down, ground and pound him, possibly submit him. I don't know how good his submissions are. I mean, I'm sure he could whip some punches from the guard, though.
Do you think
elbows?
Oh, yeah,
know?
I'm sure. Do you think his mindset, the way he's built, though, like, do you think that he wants that win on the feet? You know what I mean?
Maybe, but I think he wants to be a champion. I mean, he was the one that's like, yo, this ain't, before that last fight, like, this isn't about kickboxing, this is MMA.
Yeah.
Like, bro, do MMA, man. That's like, why, you guys might as well just fight kickboxing. It's going to be kickboxing.
Yeah, no, I agree with you. You ever seen a fight, and one comes to mind, I'm pretty sure this is going to be, you ever seen a fight where, you know, because you're so closely connected with so many fighters, where they had a game plan going in that you know about, you know, maybe you had a fight camp with them or same coaches or whatever, and they did the exact opposite of their
It happens a lot.
Eddie, right?
Yeah. Eddie and Connor a little bit.
Yeah.
I mean, not about exactly the opposite, but Eddie's just a very good reactionary guy too. You know, he kind of just didn't get in the groove that fight. He just had an off night, I think. I think Connor had a great night too. You know, but I think
for sure
Eddie had an off night. Just wasn't his night.
Some of those combos that McGregor threw down that fight were just the timing on those was just insane.
Yeah, they were.
Have you ever had a fight where you went in with a game plan and you just couldn't get in the groove, couldn't find your pace, and had to, you know, like you got behind on?
Had to
adapt. You got behind on the cards.
I think a lot of fights. I mean, I don't know. I always go with the second Aldo fight. It was like I was an idiot. I just tried sticking to the game plan, which was like, and it just wasn't working. And I needed to adjust. And I just wasn't adjusting. You know.
Yeah. The first Aldo fight, you looked really good though.
Yeah, no, that one. I felt really good. I felt good. I feel good in all my fights for the most part.
Never had a fight where you felt off at all? Tired, lethargic? I'd
say, I mean, the first Gray fight, I mean, I was at Elevation. It was in Broomfield, Colorado. And I didn't go out early or anything. I was like, screw that. And I still felt okay, you know.
Felt a little gassed.
But also, that was my first fight I lost. He took me down. He's on top of me. Like, I think that could have been, you know, a factor of why I was so tired too.
Yeah.
But that fight I felt off a little bit. But you know, I was losing. You know what? I remember that fight. It was like fucking Overlook. We're like an Overlook hotel. You know what I mean? That's what I kept thinking of, because it was just dreary, and Bloomfield was it's not Denver. You know what I mean?
Right.
And snow everywhere, obviously, cold as shit. And I remember that's when I was filming the True Life with MTV.
Oh yeah, I remember that.
You know, I'm only in.
That's kind of like when I was just getting to know you. You were filming.
This was only I think my fourth fight in UFC. It was my fourth fight in UFC, and you know, I'm not used to having the cameras in my face and this and that, because you know, I was still kind of new. But this was like this. I mean, he was the guy. I forgot the guy's name. Pat, I think his name was. He was awesome. The guy that shot it. He was pretty much by himself. He might have had one other camera guy with him sometimes, and he was cool as shit. He just, you know, laid back, this and that. But like for me, it was like, you know, he was interviewing me a lot. Like the pressure kind of got to me a little bit. I didn't notice it until probably afterwards when I was looking. Didn't
you have a lot of added pressure too? Weren't you getting married?
I was getting married 10 days after.
Yeah.
And all that.
They filmed all that.
Yeah. So I think that might have affected my my cardio, just because the anxiety of all. And another thing, I do remember this. I was the swing fight, which I don't even know if they do swing fights anymore. Swing fight is they don't know where you're going to go. You might go here, you might go there, right? So you don't know. You're not after this fight. You know, you're not after these two
They
guys.
didn't stage them like prelims.
No, they do, but there's just swing fights. One fight goes too long, they'll throw, or goes too quick, they'll throw a fight in.
Gotcha.
I don't know if they do that anymore. Gotcha. But anyway, I was a swing fight, so you know, I had back in the day, especially, I had a ritual. Like I'd run my sprints in the hallway. So I'm running my sprints. I'm okay. Now I'm ready to go. And they're like, all right, you're up soon. And then, all right, no. Now I had to wait like another hour or so. You know, yeah, and that's just I kind of fucking hit it.
Came down,
hit it well, you know. But I mean, same thing for him too.
Yeah,
sure.
Yeah, true.
So
true. Yep.
But that had a little bit of a effect, I think. We
were talking last podcast, I think it was, about your ear, where that is now. We have an update.
Yeah,
you got a message.
I seen the message on IG.
The ear, the piece of the ear that Jim Miller
Ziploc bag
kicked off Frankie's head
is in a Ziploc bag.
Is in a Ziploc bag, and Rob from Rhino, Team Rhino, the old Marino, OG original MMA school here in Jersey, still has it. You got to get that. We need that in the podcast room.
Sure. Why you want it?
We need
it?
I think we need it in here.
Would you chew on it?
You want Rob to have it? You need it.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm not really.
It's a price on anything. I'd chew it for how much? How much you can give me? Wouldn't do it for free.
Oh no, forget it. You chew on my ear, bro. It's probably the closest thing you're gonna get to say you got me. I know you'd want me in your mouth.
Always gay humor, bro. It's fucking.
Talk about my ear, bro.
It's exhausting.
Talk about my ear. Talk about my ear.
Speaking of, it's not gay, but sexual. What? I gave up porn, pretty much. Remember we talked about it? Pretty much.
Pretty much. That means you did not.
And I slowed down with porn. Definitely slowed down.
What do you watch it on?
Because I think it's a bad thing. We talked about the gray matter in your brain, right? Like eats away. Maybe not eats away. Maybe that's not the right thing, but it affects the gray matter of your brain, right? We talked about it all in here on the podcast. So I was like, it's just not a good thing. And plus, I kind of feel dirty, right? A little bit. If I watch porn, I'm like, oh, my grandparents are up there watching me, right? So I slowed down. But recently, I've been going to a doctor. I'm on some stuff, some testosterone booster, and it just makes you horny. So I'm fucking tired last night because I stayed up most of the night. I didn't stay up most of the night, but I looked at porn, then I fell asleep, and then I wake up again, look at porn again. So apparently I have a real problem, Frank. I have a problem.
You can't, dude.
Because my test count is 1489. It's almost off the charts right now. So I'm just fucking horny all the time. Yeah. What are you doing tonight later?
No guy to console you. Huh?
I just asked you. I just propositioned you.
I'm a married man. I'm faithfully married to a woman. Sorry.
Ah, damn it. But yeah, so sorry, Graham and Gramp, first of all.
You think they watched you both times last night? Huh?
3 times.
You think they tuned in? They think they tuned in.
It was 3 times.
Think they tuned in 3 times?
I don't know, but I looked at my phone at 3:30 in the morning, and I was still awake, and I was like, I got to be up at 6 o'clock. Time to go to bed. So I woke up at 6. I went to work. I feel great. I'm a little tired, but I don't feel exhausted.
Sleep is
it's so important. And the more I read about alcohol too. Not that I'm a big drinker. I'm really not. I like an occasional drink, but never ever do I sit home alone and drink ever.
Yeah.
I might have a drink down here with you occasionally, but it's like one drink. You know what I mean? We'll drink a tequila, an Anna, or whatever, scotch or something. But it's like one drink, we sip it. Not like getting pie-eyed.
You don't even finish it ever. So
I have my kids
drink half a drink a day.
I have a day. I have a week. I have my kids 3 weekends a month, so I never drink when I have my kids. So I get like 1 weekend a month where I'll partake a little bit. You know what I mean? But the more I've been reading about alcohol lately, like just even in moderation, they say it's not good for you.
Yeah.
And you and I are both of the mindset like everything in moderation, you're good. You know what I mean? So I'm not writing off alcohol. I'm not writing off porn completely, but I got to clean my act up a little bit. I feel like God's judging me a little.
You gotta clean your act up, huh?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if alcohol is. I mean, it's not good for your health. That's for sure. That's what they're saying. But I do think the little bit of alcohol sometimes has a good effect because it loosens you up, takes some stress away. Stress is probably just as bad as alcohol.
And I'm a stressor, as you know.
You are.
And didn't they used to say? I mean, everything changes. We talked about this. There used to be a doctor when I was a baby called Dr. Spock that wrote all the books for kids, and parents all read this book by Dr. Spock. Pretty much everything he said has been dispelled today, and I feel like, they used to say, doctors used to say cigarettes.
The guy from Star Trek?
No, Dr. Spock. But anyway, they used to say wine, right? You're supposed to drink what? Like
one glass of wine
a day or something like that?
Yeah.
Do you think that still holds true? It's good for your heart?
I'll never forget that when I was in college. I remember it was a fucking geography professor or some shit, but he's talking about how wine, they say wine, because they say back in the day, cavemen would pick up fruit and eat fermented fruit. And like our body, it did something for like the resveratrol. You ever heard of resveratrol?
No.
Supposedly that's something good that's for longevity, and it's in wine. That's why I used to say wine is good for you, but obviously
only in wine. That's obviously fermented grapes.
I believe, yeah.
No other fruit. Huh.
Yeah.
Okay.
They say tequila
is the best alcohol to drink.
Yeah, I mean, obviously
not the best, but the one that has the least.
It's the least
side effects, bad health effects. Yeah. Yep. Yeah. So, and I don't like tequila. I just don't like the taste of it. But when I sit down here with you, I've been drinking tequila, and
my tequila's good.
It's like an acquired taste. Yeah, it is. The Blanco, I like the Blanco. I don't like the darker one.
Really?
Or the
Reposado,
right?
Reposado.
Reposado. That's the darker one?
Yes, but then there's The Añejo.
Añejo. I don't know if I've had Añejo. I think I usually drink the Blanco when I'm down here.
Yeah, you did last week. You had the Añejo.
Did I? All right. Well, not a huge. Were you always, even before you partnered with Honor?
I mean, I'm not into anything.
No.
You know, I'll just drink. I drink for the effect, not for the taste.
Yep. Oh,
I drink for the stress. The stress. I said this 1,000 times, but it's Frank Sinatra quote.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. It's great. It's a great quote.
I feel bad for people that don't drink.
That's as good as they're gonna feel all day.
When they wake up in the morning, it's the best they're gonna feel all day.
Yeah, that's a great quote, actually.
It is, but like honestly, alcohol has like a weird effect. It's like almost any drug or you do.
Mm-hmm.
You feel good for a little bit, but then there's that you definitely feel bad too.
Yeah. Anything that burns endorphins at a rapid rate, right? You're not going to feel good. You know. Well, I guess sex burns endorphins at a rapid rate, right? And that's a natural thing.
I don't know, does it?
I would think, right?
What's the really? Endorphins?
Is it dopamine that's released?
Dopamine.
I mean, dopamine. Dopamine. Is that what's released?
Dopamine.
Is that what's released during an orgasm, or is it
serotonin? Dopamine. I don't know. I wonder.
Well, I guess my point is there's certain natural things that you do that releases that, and there's some unnatural things that you do that, you know, drugs being one of them, drinking being another. I would think that's you're altering your chemistry with chemicals, and that's probably not good, you know.
But they say like they say a lot of animals like cats like catnip, right? Or what don't they say the dolphins? There's like some type of sponge or some type of something that they get high on, or it's like a fish or like a puffer fish that they inhale and they get high on, or jaguars get something they like almost every animal has a vice or something. Yeah. But are there animals that are into alcohol?
Like fermented fruit?
Yeah.
I'm sure there has to be.
Right? Or didn't you ever you've seen a monkey drunk before, haven't you?
Have I seen a monkey drunk before?
I feel like I have. Like on like some meme or something. You don't think? I definitely have.
I mean, I don't think so.
Like in a movie. How about in a movie? I definitely seen it.
Any Which Way But Loose? That was an orangutan, wasn't it?
Oh, yeah, he wasn't drunk, was he?
No,
was he drinking? He might have been drinking.
He might have been, bro, because didn't he always have a cigar or something? Yeah.
That's an orangutan.
Clint Eastwood.
Orangutan,
yeah. What did I say? Orangutan.
It's not orangutan.
Orangutan. Thank you for correcting me. You're good at that. You ever notice that? You're very good at correcting.
No, I mean that one is not known very well.
Saying,
so I wasn't making fun of you.
I've become smarter because you always correct me down here, and I thank you for that. That's kind of
you're welcome.
It's good of you.
You're
you know what I mean? I appreciate that.
I'll make you walk that line.
I see that. It's nice of you. You know,
listen,
because most people wouldn't even pick that up or notice it. But
I know
it's good that you drew attention to it.
You're trying to quit.
It's good you draw attention to these things, so people,
the dick and the alcohol. I'll help you with that.
Yeah. I appreciate that. Thank you, pal. Thank you. Speaking of animals, it's Shark Week.
Is it?
Yeah, I just saw. Well, I'm pretty sure it's Shark Week. I always before.
Do you really care about Shark Week that much?
I find them intriguing, bro. You're telling me
honestly.
You go in the ocean. Obviously, not a lot. You're not really a beach guy, but you go to the beach once in a while.
What?
You go in the ocean.
At the beach, bro. I'm in a fucking boat, bro. I'm in a boat. every weekend.
But you don't get in the water in the boat rarely.
Yeah, you do. I do.
You do? You jump in the bay? The bay's like 6 feet. Where do you go? You go in the ocean?
No, we jump in. We're jumping in
the
water.
Bay. There's no fucking great whites in the bay.
Bro, I got the
talking about the ocean.
I got the carpet thing you lay on and everything.
Yeah, that's the bay. There might be some.
Yeah. Okay, I go to the beach too, and I'm in the ocean.
That's what I'm saying.
Okay?
You're a beach guy.
I'm in the beach. I like the beach.
So do you, when you're
beach.
up to your neck, which is the first 3 feet of water for you, do you think about shark? Does shark pop in your head? Don't lie. Don't be a tough guy.
No, you know what?
Never?
I think you're gonna come and grab them and gonna noodle me.
Canoodle your nuts. You don't ever think of shark? I do. Ever since I saw Jaws. You know, Jaws came out the year I was born. I didn't realize it was that early, 1975.
I can't believe the movie's that old.
I thought I watched it when I was like a kid. I thought it came out like when I was a kid. It obviously was already out.
You probably did watch it as a kid too, though.
How many Jaws was there total? 7, 8?
Oh, I don't know.
They got bad towards the end. They got bad.
I probably watched like 2 or 3 of them.
Yeah, the first one was obviously the best, and then maybe the second one was all right. I don't even remember the plot twist on the first one was the best by far. That was in.
Who'd they say the?
What was the beat?
Who was the villain of that?
Who was the villain?
You know what they say?
The shark.
No, it's not the shark. They say the villain or the protagonist is actually the sheriff.
The sheriff.
Because he kept the beaches open.
Yeah. No, the mayor.
Or the mayor, yeah.
The mayor kept the beaches open.
Yeah.
I believe the sheriff wanted to close the beaches. The mayor said, "Oh, it's tourist season. We got to leave the beaches open."
Well, you were alive when it came out, so you should know better than me.
I don't know if I might have been alive if it came out after June. Born in June of '75, so maybe. But obviously, we talked about it. I think that movie. I think there's a lot of discrepancy and different stories on it, but that movie, as far as I'm concerned, because I'm a Jersey guy, it was in Long Island, New York, right? That's where it was based. But
I thought it was Shark River. I thought
no.
That.
I'm sorry, I got tongue tied. The story was based on attacks that happened here in Jersey, but it was filmed I don't know where it was filmed, but it was
filmed like in like Nantucket or something.
Not Nantucket, an island. I mean, somewhere in Long Island, a town. I forget the name of the town.
Really?
But that's where the story. Because he wrote the book in like '74, and
who wrote the book?
Can you look that up, Andrew? Forget his name. I know it's off the tip of my tongue, but anyway. So we thought that shark attack, which I thought was a bull shark, apparently it wasn't. I read a little bit about it. Peter Benchley, yeah. That happened up near, was that Manalapan, that river or whatever it is up that way, right off the Parkway? Huh? Matawan.
That's Matawan. Shark River.
It's not Shark River. Shark River's in right across from Belmar. You're saying the actual name of the river? I don't know. Maybe. I don't.
Matawan Creek, I think.
Yeah, it's like Matawan Creek. I think he's right. But anyway.
It was a bull shark, no? You said?
I thought it was a bull shark, right?
Never shark?
No, I read a little bit about it. That was actually a great white that at first, like 2 weeks prior, attacked a man in Beach Haven, right? I think it was like 58 years before he wrote the book, right? So it was like early 1900s or something like that. Attacked a man in Beach Haven, Long Beach Island, right? And then they think the same shark. I think this is pretty loosely written because, this is way back in the early 1900s. Attacked another and killed, I believe, another swimmer in Spring Lake, New Jersey. And it worked its way up the coast, got up to Matawan, went up that river, killed like a 10-year-old kid or something. And the other kids ran up and got a local shop owner to come down. He jumped in. It said it took a 10-pound chunk of meat out of his leg. He got to the hospital.
What the fuck was he gonna do?
I don't know.
What's this guy gonna do? I'll get a shark.
But that's why I thought it was a bull shark, because they're extremely aggressive, right? And they're river sharks. They don't need. They're the only shark, I believe, that can live in murky or fresh water. They don't need salt water, whereas a great white does, obviously. But anyway, he jumped in, took like 10 pound. I think I read it took like 10-pound hunk of flesh out of his leg. Jeez. They got him to the hospital. He died in the hospital. So 2 more died. And then this guy that worked, I know this sounds crazy, which is why I don't know if this whole story is true. But this guy,
where did you read this?
Online. You can read anything online. This guy that worked, a New York fisherman that worked for Barnum and Bailey Circus, went shark fishing to try to catch the shark and caught it. And I believe it was like a 250-pound great white, which is a fucking tiny great white.
Right, yeah.
Tiny, but it couldn't be a monster to go up in that river. And caught it, and it had 15 pounds of human flesh in his stomach.
Wow.
So, I don't know. That story, to me, seems a little all over the place. What are the chances that one 250-pound, which is a baby shark, I caught a great white bigger than I caught a 450-pound great white shark, right, on a reel. I don't know if it was 450. It was probably 400, 450, just judging off the size of it. But this little baby great white killed the person in Long Beach Island, then in Seagirt, or Spring Lake, then went up to the Mawa River, killed 2 people there, and then this guy caught it up in Raritan Bay, which is even further up. And that story seems a little, I don't know, you know what I mean? I mean, obviously, if they got human flesh out of it, at least attack the people in the Mawa River, you know what I mean? But did it get the 2 people in Spring Lake and in Long Beach Island too?
Did you fit the whole shark in your mouth? No, you said it was 450 pounds, the one you caught. Did you fit in your mouth? How'd you measure it? I thought you said you measured it.
I don't even measure it. What are you even talking about?
I'm saying you said you caught a shark that's 450 pounds.
Right, but how would fitting it in my mouth have anything to do with judging the size?
You said you measured it.
I didn't. I said
that's how you measure it.
I was on a boat with a guy.
That's how you'd measure it.
Put a 450-pound shark in my mouth?
I figured that's how you measure it.
I don't know. That's hysterically funny to me, and I don't even know why, because it makes no sense. But the boat I was on with the captain is the one that told me it looked like it was about 450 pounds. Okay. He catches sharks pretty regular. Right. So, but it was once we saw it, we thought it was a mako, And once we saw it was a great white, you got to cut it immediately. You pull that thing up on your boat, you're in a whole bunch of trouble.
Really? What?
It's a
really?
protected species, yeah.
Oh, what? The great white's protected?
Protected, yeah. You can catch a mako. Used to be you could catch them smaller. I don't know what the size was, but people used to catch a lot of makos, and then they upped the size. Now they got to be pretty damn big to keep. We caught a mako the same day too, but small. We cut him loose, caught a blue shark, and then hooked that great white. And Frankie, when I tell you, you fish much?
No.
You ever deep sea fish?
Blues.
Bluefish? Really? They're kind of garbage. They're kind of like the garbage fish of the sea.
Good,
they're fun to catch.
Yeah.
They're fun. They put up a good fight. But I literally, I knew I had something, but it feels like you're pulling up a submarine. And it was, like I said, 450 pounds, which isn't a monster fish, right? But it didn't fight. There was no head shake. There was no line shake. There was no nothing. It just didn't move. You'd pull up on this reel and dig and reel, you know what I mean, and get like two spools of the reel, and he'd say, dig again, pull, you know what I mean? And I feel like I did that for an hour to get this thing to the surface. And I was like, that's it? I thought this thing was going to be, fucking 18 feet long. He's like, bro, if it was anything bigger than that, it would cut the line in 2 seconds, you know what I mean? So he's like, you're lucky you got that thing in.
So that line literally holds that thing up.
It has a steel leader, so it can't bite through. I guess it could if it was big enough. It could bite right through a steel leader, but that's what keeps it from, biting through. So,
wow.
Yeah, fun though. We got to go. The other thing we got to do is, guy I work with, keeps asking us. I think in October that deer season starts. I'm like, Frankie's got more time now. We're going to do it this year, so
down.
let's do it.
I'm down.
We'll go out there for a long weekend.
Yeah,
they're big fans of the show. He said, so we'll get that Champ and the Tramp discount.
That's right.
Yes, sir.
Shoot me $1.
Yes, sir. That would be cool to see you shoot a deer and gut it. And
I want to eat the heart. And you have to take a bite of the heart.
I think it's the liver, but
no, I thought like it's not like the hunting thing.
Maybe, I don't know. I never did that.
I know you don't hunt.
No, I've shot a few deer, but we always keep the heart and eat the heart because the heart's decent. You don't keep the liver and all that other shit.
You don't keep the liver?
I don't. I mean,
isn't the liver the best? Like
probably the best to eat, but it tastes like shit.
You ever have, I don't know what is it? Liver and onions, right? Isn't that like a dish?
Yeah. Chicken.
I don't think
liver.
I've ever had it.
Chicken liver.
Chicken liver. No, is it chicken liver?
Chicken liver and onion. Yeah.
I thought it was just liver and onions. I don't know it's chicken liver.
It's the most
like
common
chicken
liver.
liver is tiny.
Like millions of chickens get slaughtered, so it's easy to keep. I don't. What else are they stocking for livers and
a fucking
beef,
cow liver?
Beef.
Yeah.
You ever seen one in the supermarket? I never have.
No, I haven't seen any liver.
You ever see beef liver in the? I've never
I haven't seen any liver.
I see chicken liver. I see that pretty often.
I don't food shop though.
True. My grandmother used to make once in a blue moon. She'd make chicken livers and onions. She was a great cook. I miss my grandma.
Was it good?
Anything my grandmother cooked, she made it good.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And she just cooked everything on a gas stove in a fucking iron skillet. Like everything. She'd make me a hamburger in an iron skillet. It was the best goddamn hamburger I ever ate in my life. Biscuits. She'd make that in the oven, obviously, but she made the best biscuits. Something we should talk about too, man. We had a cool day Sunday.
Yeah, that was very fun. It was very fun. Whipping the supercars.
Yeah.
With Cloud9 Exotics.
Yeah, and Velocity Racing, right? They're partnered. Yeah. So Cloud9 Exotics. I think they're more Florida based, and Velocity Racing, which is their partner, is more New York based, Jersey based, I guess. And they rent high end exotic cars, and
well, they own them. They rent them out.
Right. They own. Their business is renting them out. Right. They own a bunch of a little bit of everything, and I got to be friendly with one of the guys. I think he's an owner, part owner, but anyway, there was a lot of people hit me up. I post a lot of GoFundMe stuff and anything to do with kids. I'm just a sucker. Frankie's usually writing a check a week because of my post, but anyway, right. But people must see that I post about kids and send me GoFundMes, and I read them, and they're like, if you can help, please post this. Well, I posted about this young boy. I think he was 13 maybe, and he had terminal cancer. Really hard. His aunt asked me if I would post his GoFundMe, so I did. And one of his dreams in that GoFundMe was to take a ride in a Lamborghini. And I posted it, and this company, Cloud9 Exotics, hit me up and said, Roger, we'd love to make his dream come true. And they did. They showed up with, I think, it was a car club So, you'd be a member of the club. It wasn't just all their cars, but I think it was like 25 high-end, Murcielagos, Lamborghinis, Porsches, all that showed up at this kid's house. I saw the videos of it. This kid was having, and he got in the car, and they just went on this big kind of like almost like a Cannonball Run thing, around his area, and he passed away shortly thereafter. Very sad, but yeah. So, but anyway, we got to go and meet them. Some of them. I don't think Pete was there, who was the guy I was talking to and dealing with, and they let us go rip. I was in a McLaren. What was the model?
I don't remember, honestly.
I don't remember the model, but it was they literally bought it that morning, took it to, I don't want to call it a track. It wasn't a track. It was a huge parking lot in MetLife.
They coned out.
They coned out, kind of made it a little course. Some straightaways, some tight hairpin turns, and I whooped on it pretty good, man. What'd you think? Yeah. You drove the new Vet and the McLaren. Yeah. The Lamborghini was kind of taken by other people, and they had a Porsche there too. That was
GT3 RS.
GT3 RS. It was.
Yeah, I mean, dude, the Vet. I drove the Vet first, and it felt more like a cockpit than the McLaren,
right?
Because you're in. It's the seats angled like.
And I noticed that the console comes out
like it literally
too.
Like a cockpit. You know what I mean? And it ripped. It definitely ripped. It felt. They said it's not. That's a naturally aspirated car.
Yeah, no supercharger, right? No turbo.
Yeah, and the McLaren had a turbo, and damn, that thing was just. Like, I felt like when I was, because like in the track we did like an F1 style rights and lefts, and you got to hit the apex. So you're slamming on the gas, hit the apex, at the apex, just hit the brake. Like, I felt like with the Vet, I was able to get to the end of the rev, you know what I mean? And then I had to brake, but like with the McLaren, I couldn't get to the end of it. Yeah. It was like it had so much. It had so much more.
Yeah, same. That's how I felt too. And the instructor, they give you an instructor that goes in the car with you. Thank God. He said, do you want me to drive first or do you want to drive first? And I let him drive, which I think anybody, I don't own an exotic or any high-end car. So, it was cool. He did like 1 or 2 laps and kind of was like, braking is what makes a supercar, honestly. It's like, it's the braking. Like if you can have all that confidence in your braking that you're going to stop, then well,
that's what the guy said. He's like, dude, you can slam the brake as hard as you want.
That's what he said. Yep.
All right.
Yep. Honestly, I wanted to brake later because he was saying slam on it now, and I'm like, I'm still accelerating, bro. You know what I mean? But I think he didn't know how I drove it first. By the 3rd or 4th lap I did, he was like, "Oh, you got it, do good." Just kind of let me do my own thing, but he kept saying, "Stomp on the brakes, stomp on it," And I'm like, "Bro, we're still rolling here. We're still ripping. I got time. I got time."
Yeah. It was cool. It was only a couple, like 3 turns, maybe though, 3 rights, 3 lefts.
Yep.
But if you go on a big
May 6th, I think it is, or May something.
Yeah,
they're coming to Pennsylvania,
Millville. Yeah, that'll be cool.
So anybody wants to check them out, check out their Instagram, whatever, Cloud9 Exotics, and they'll be at Millville in Maine. In May, and that'll be an opportunity to actually get out on a track, which I think we're going to do. So
yeah, no, it was fun. I would love. I don't know. I would. Well, you're way too fucking big, but to be like an F1 driver. That would be pretty dope.
Be sick.
Right?
I don't think any of those guys are big. It's like a horse jockey.
No, you have to. I think the heaviest you could be is 140 pounds. So I couldn't even do it. I'd have to cut weight. I'm never cutting weight again.
Yeah, I don't blame you. This guy, though, you guys don't understand what it's like to be Frankie Egger's friend. Everything you do, everything is a competition. Everything. He gets out of the car. He's like, we should race because I could definitely beat you. I definitely could beat you. I'm like, definitely. And I'm down. I'm not down to fight the dude. That's what he does. So, but anything else I'll do. I'll race cars with this cat.
I would like to really, I had a couple track days, it's fucking a blast. It is. It really is.
It's big money.
And I tell you what, I was in we were in with guys that were kind of experienced, but they're not professional drivers,
No.
But they gave us some pointers. They know their stuff, obviously.
They know the car.
Yeah, and they driving those left and right. That's what they do. So they're probably much better than we are. But I was in the car with a couple professional drivers.
Right.
And they gave me some good pointers and stuff. But dude, I swear that drive, you learn it makes you a better driver in real life.
Oh yeah, for sure. Yep. I'm an aggressive driver as it is, but bro, I can't tell you the last time I had an accident. I can't tell you the last time I had a ticket or anything. We live in Jersey. Anybody out there is like rolling their eyes or shaking their head like, oh, that guy's a problem. He's an aggressive driver. You have to be a fucking aggressive driver to live in New Jersey.
You ain't getting nowhere.
You have to be. Like you'll get abused. like truck driving school. Obviously, I drive a truck, and they tell you, following distance, depending on the weight of your truck. I think the tractor trailers that I used to drive were 80,000 pounds loaded. They want a certain following distance. I used to, know all that stuff. That's just room for a bus to pass you and pull in right in front of you if you leave. It's unfortunate, but it's just such a small, congested state. You have to drive different here. You have to,
Yeah,
so.
no, yeah.
And if you're on the Parkway, let's say, and left lane traffic, right lane traffic's probably doing, the speed limit on the Parkway is 65. Right lane traffic's probably doing 75. That's the slow lane. Middle lane's probably doing 80. Left lane is 90 plus.
95, yeah.
95 plus, right? And I'm always in the left lane.
Well, usually in the morning, right? Like on
And if you come up behind a car in the left lane and it's doing 65, 70, you just take a guess at what the license plate is because it's not New Jersey. It's New York a lot, bro. It's almost always New York.
But I feel like because New Yorkers, New Yorkers, not like obviously New York's fucking huge.
No,
but
Manhattan.
New Yorkers, yeah, Manhattan.
The fastest they go is 35 miles an hour.
No, plus because they don't drive where there's a pass on the left and all that stuff.
The island of Manhattan was the fastest you can get up to.
Exactly.
But on the Parkway, so if you come up. And bro, I know you do the same thing. I buzz them. You buzz them? I buzz them every time.
Dude, I hit him with the high beam.
I buzz them.
I hit him with the high beam.
I go by them on the right and miss their front bumper by about 6 inches pulling back in.
I seen an accident this morning, actually.
Did you?
Yeah. I was driving, leaving Nick's, driving to eat clean, bro, pick up some meals.
Yes, sir.
And I think they were quite a bit in front of me, but literally the car's right in front of me. The lady was turning left into Nick's old plaza, and the lady behind her must not have seen her. Boom! Bang! Smacked her right in the back. And I pull up, I'm like, "Are you all right?" The one lady who smacked her was like, "Oh, I'm sorry." She's like, "I'm okay." And then I pull up to the next lady. I'm like, "You okay?" She was crying. I'm like, "Are you?" She's like, "I'm okay." I'm like, "I'll call the cops." She's like, "I'll call the cops." I turn around, the cops are there already.
Oh, not quick. Wow. Right. Well, it's a busy road. Yeah. 70 or 88?
88.
88.
Yeah.
Yeah, my old neighbor who was a cop. I'm sure he doesn't want me to say his name. Really nice guy. I got along with him really well, but he was a cop in a beach town up north, and he went to a wedding, one of his officer friends' wedding, and he was coming over the Manasquan Bridge into the town he works in, off duty. Had a couple drinks, I'm sure, at the wedding. Well, I know he did. And rear-ended a car because the bridge was up. And I don't know if he didn't see. I don't know what happened. I don't know the whole story, but damn near. And I think the lady got injured, the lady that he hit. Not horribly. I think she broke her wrist or something like that. This guy almost died. This guy hit the steering wheel so hard, it perforated his intestines and stuff, broke his ribs and shit, and he had to have like 18 feet of his intestines taken out. When he finally got out of the hospital, come home and faced the charges because they terminated him. They threw the book at him because he was a cop. Rightly so. I'm not defending the guy. I thought he was gonna die, bro. He had this bag hanging out of his like
a colostomy bag.
Yeah, and he got it got infected. Like what happened to Robert Frank? What do they call that? When you get
septic.
Septic. He went septic. He had to go back. He had green stuff literally falling out of his stomach, bro. And he looked like a skeleton. He probably weighed 110 pounds, and he was probably a 190 pound dude, 80 pounds. Felt, it was horrible. What happened was horrible because not only did he have that, and his fault. I'm not defending the guy, but then I think he got like 5 years in prison.
Wow.
And he was a cop forever. Yeah. Yeah. So obviously
5 years in prison. He didn't kill nobody.
They threw the book at him, bro. Threw the book at him. Yeah.
Was he hammered?
I don't know. I don't know the details of it, but I know alcohol was a factor. I don't know all the details. You want to feel bad for the guy, but then as a parent and as, somebody that has 2 kids, you're like, fuck, what if that, you know what I mean? So, yeah, but horrible. The dude damn near died and spent like a year getting healthy enough just to go to court and face the charges, you know what I mean? It was pretty shitty, so.
Jeez.
He wrote me a couple letters from prison, asked if I'd come press my boobs up against the glass. And
oh, shit.
No, super nice guy. Unfortunate thing that happened, I think most of us at some point in our life, although there's really no excuse now because of Uber, have got behind the wheel when we shouldn't have, you know what I mean? I have a couple times that I can think of, not many, because I drive for a living, so I try to never, but I have a couple times.
When I was a young, dumb kid, maybe. But
I remember
I have a good built-in DD.
I remember one time we were filming JS, and a fight happened at the club. And we were kind of all in it, and I was just fucking saw red and was flinging people and got all pissed off, and Janie and I got into a little tiff, and I was like, you just go back, I'm not going back, whatever. And it was late. It was like 1, 2 o'clock in the morning, and I'm like, this is before Ubers, bro. This is fucking, you know, they probably had taxis, but when Seaside's packed, you can't get a taxi.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And I'm like, fuck, how am I going to get home? Should I walk? And I definitely had too many. Shouldn't have been driving. And I'm like, nope, I'll just sleep in my truck. So I get in my truck, kind of kick the seat back. Maybe like an hour went by, and I'm like, I'm good. I could drive home. I'm good. You know what I mean? And I go to, but in my head, I'm like, just drive perfect. You know what I mean? Just drive fucking easy. You know, I go to pull out of the parking lot that I'm in, because I know they can get you. My good friend had it happen to him. He pulled over on the side of Route 18, and I don't know the details. I think he turned the car off. Maybe it was running. I don't remember. But he was hammered, and he pulled off, and he fell asleep, and they got him for DWI on the side of the road.
Wow.
So in my head, I'm like, fuck. I
suppose you can't have the key in the ignition.
Yeah. I'm like, I probably should get out of this parking lot because, you know, and I'm a couple miles away, you know. So when I go to leave the parking lot, chief of police fucking in an unmarked, you know how he always drives the unmarked? And I know him, too. I'm pretty tight with him. Pulls up and kind of like stops right at the end, and my headlights are shining right through, and he's just looking at me, and I'm like, that's it, I'm fucked. I made it 12 feet, I'm fucked. And then he just fucking looked at me. He didn't know it was me. Pulled out and moved. I was like, phew. Drove home and was like, never again. I'm never doing that again. So,
yeah, no, it's just not worth it.
I agree.
Not worth it.
There's no reason now with Uber and stuff. You got no need to, you know.
Yeah, like I said, I got the built-in DD with the old lady, so I'm good to go.
Yeah, Renee doesn't drink at all. At all. For a number of reasons, but I think you said it affects her. I think she said it affects her limes to some degree, right? Like,
yeah, I don't know.
There's like some sort of effect on that. Like makes it flare up or something?
Maybe.
Yeah. Or it's just health.
It's just, health, more health. Yeah, I guess.
Oh, that's cool.
I guess.
I guess.
You see Endeavor? You know who Endeavor is, right?
No, what is Endeavor?
Endeavor, and you don't know Endeavor? The company Endeavor?
I don't think so.
They own the UFC.
Oh yes, sorry, yes, yeah.
They used to be called WME.
Yep.
And then
doesn't Mark Wahlberg have a piece of that?
No, it's just Endeavor. No, he's a. I don't think so. He's a piece of the UFC though. Remember when they sold some shares?
I thought he had a piece of the company of that. I thought it was a bunch of.
I don't think so. But I don't know. I don't know.
All right.
But and then anyway, Endeavor just bought WWE.
Huge.
So now, WWE along with UFC, it is evaluated like $21 billion.
That's insane. That's insane. And Dana and Vince used to butt heads a little bit.
I don't think they ever butt heads.
Well, Dana told the story. You heard the story.
Yeah,
right?
yeah. They put a game.
Put him in the nosebleeds.
Yeah. But I think he always respected
right.
Vince, you know.
Right.
Did you see the picture of Vince? Dude, he looks like
the mustache.
He looks like Wario.
No, you know who I thought he looked like? Gomez from
Gomez. There you go.
That's who I thought he looked like.
Yeah, that was good.
I almost didn't think it was him. He's got like that dyed. His hair's dyed now, and he's got that dyed little mustache, and I guess fucking Gomez from the Addams Family.
That was funny. His little skinny.
And then I was like, maybe this is because it was just like a quick little, video or a picture or whatever that I saw. I was like, oh, it's a skit like he's doing, but that's him, huh?
Yeah.
Wow. I don't think it's a good look.
That was the video when they sold the. I think I seen something where the Endeavor has 51%, and then I think he has 49%.
Oh, so he held on to a large part of it. Okay. Wow.
Yeah. I wonder, what do you think? Like, what do you think's going to come of this?
I think that is a great move because even though I'm not into it, it's got a huge base. I don't think it's going anywhere. The one that surprises me, tell me what you think, is not Dana, but the UFC has invested into this slap fighting league. Mm-hmm. Dana seems like, I'm sure he's not the only one pulling the strings, but he just seems like that wouldn't be something he'd be into. And it's almost like it's a novelty. They're not real athletes. They're not, you know what I mean? I'm not saying they're not tough. I mean, I guess you got to take a fucking hell of a wallop upside the head, you know what I mean? But they're not athletes.
No, they're athletes.
How?
What? They're athletic as hell. They're about as athletic as they get.
The guys that slap each other inside the head.
Wait, I'm talking about wrestling.
No.
Yeah.
No. I said the one that surprises me is
I got
the slap.
Yeah. No. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, listen, if there is an audience for it, right?
Right.
If there's an audience and people want to watch it.
Yeah. I mean, he sees dollar signs at the end of the day.
Right.
But that's one where I feel like I keep saying Dana. Dana's just a small. He's the face of it, right? So it's easy to say Dana, but I think Dana has been so. I don't want to just say lucky because luck has definitely been a part of it, in my opinion. I want to know what you think, but not only just lucky, has set up the UFC with rules and regulations. Obviously, early on, it was almost like fucking dogfighting. There was very little rules, and there's really never been any major injury in UFC. Obviously, broken bones and things like that, but nobody's ever died, right? People have died boxing. Nobody's ever died in the UFC, and now, boom, you just sign up for this. This slap boxing seems like something bad could fucking happen to me.
I don't think so.
You don't think so?
I mean, I think they get the same medicals as we do.
Okay.
Right?
You do?
Yeah, I think so. I think they have to get medical. I don't know about...
USADA testing and all that shit?
No, probably not USADA, but medicals.
Okay.
At least brain scans and stuff like that. I would... Again, I don't know, but I would think they would.
See, I wouldn't...
Now they're regulated because they're commissioned, they're licensed. You know what I mean? So I would think that the commission, in order to regulate that, they're making these people get medicals before.
I mean, I think they should. If they don't, they definitely should. But to me, it just seems like he's done so well with the UFC to have really nothing life changing, not life changing, but no death.
Well, I don't know about that.
Death? Not in his MMA, it's happened, but never in the UFC.
Life changing.
Oh, life changing. Okay, sure. I said that wrong. I tried to correct myself as soon as I said it, but you've got something really good. Now you're doing something else. I just see the potential for something bad to happen to somebody, because those guys don't seem like they're athletes. You know, you don't know what's going on. You don't know if fucking some dude's coming in there on meth and getting slapped inside the head.
Bro, did you see your boy?
Tim Sylvia.
Yeah,
I saw he signed.
He's doing it. He signed.
I saw. He's a big motherfucker, bro. He's probably got mitts on him.
I know.
You know.
He's 6'10", right?
The thing with Tim, and I grew up with Tim, and I love Tim, spent a lot of time, but you know, it comes down to that theory, and I think we called it a theory. You said, I don't know if it's ever been proven when we talked about it, but when you've been concussed, which he has, you know, he fought, who was the boxer he fought? I think that might have been Mercer, knocked him out bad. Are you more, because obviously you're very susceptible to getting concussed and slapped. Are you more susceptible to it?
I don't know. I wonder because he had now how many years? Like
it's been a long time. Obviously, there's not really a skill set involved with. I'm sure the slap.
I'm wondering, like 10-year break, let your brain recover a little bit. I don't know. I wonder.
But that's cool to see. So that means that
he's not doing what's power slap? He's doing slap fight.
Oh, so he's not with Dana?
No.
Because him and Dana butted heads. He had an injury. A screw actually backed out of his arm.
Right.
And I know he was pissed because the UFC weren't helping him out. I forget. Right. He hit me up about it. And, you know, right or wrong or indifferent, I didn't get involved. It wasn't my thing. But he felt like UFC should have covered the medical. But I remember Dana's take on it was, how many different fighting affiliations did he fight in after he left the UFC?
Yeah,
how is that our responsibility? So, you know.
Yeah, that's. I mean, it makes sense.
I think the screw actually.
Well, I think
it was the mirror arm break and the screw, which happened in the UFC, obviously, but it actually popped out through his skin, I believe.
That's wild.
It's crazy, right?
Damn. Oof.
Yeah, he's big in the hunting world now. Tim, the Expedition Archery. Tim hooked us up with his people, and they sent us some bows. So
throw bows on.
Throwing bows on him. So yeah, no, I still keep in touch. You know, he was the bouncer at the club I went to when I turned 21, and I'd only recently met him. You know, maybe I probably met him when I was 19, 20, something like that, because he didn't go to my high school. He grew up in Hancock, I think. Go ahead, got to have a joke. There must be some joke there about cock. No, Hancock. Was it my hand on the cock, or where are you going with that?
What?
You make everything gay. Hancock. I think he grew up in Hancock.
No, you.
And is gay.
Makes everything gay.
Okay. And I grew up in a little town called Harrington, so there's quite a distance between us. But when I, started driving and stuff, I met him there shortly after, and he bounced. He was always a big motherfucker. And he bounced at this club called Jetties in Bar Harbor, and I turned 21, and I went there, and I got so hammered I was dancing on the speaker in front of the DJ booth, and I fell off it. I fell into the DJ booth, and he's like, you gotta go, and everybody's like, he's fucking 21, just 21. And he's like, all right, you can stay. So yeah. Yep.
Old Maine.
I remember getting stuck in a.
Is he back in Maine?
No, still out
in Iowa.
He's big. He's got the HSE network, hunting network. It's called HSE network. I think Chad Mendez might even be on that too. But
wait, that's like a.
He's got his own hunting channel, and he's hard. He's a roofer by trade. I think now does roofing. Does a lot of commercial, residential, whatever. I think that's how he makes his money. I think he owns a big farm, and but. That's what pays his bills, but his love is hunting.
Yeah,
fucking dude loves to hunt. And I don't remember him being a hunter when we grew up.
Iowa is big hunting state.
Oh, they got monster deer out there.
Really?
Monster deer, yeah.
Why?
But they just hunt differently, and I think Tim would agree with this. They just hunt differently out in those corn states than we do in Maine.
Why?
Because you can't bait in Maine. I see all those guys out there bait deer. They sit up, they'll have a shooting lane, and they'll sit up in these massive stands that are like, probably like $5,000 stands, and they pick what deer they want to shoot because there's so many of them.
Really?
Nobody hunts like that in Maine. First of all, you can't bait deer in Maine. And if you see a buck, you're shooting it in Maine. You see a buck, I don't care if it's a, I think it's got to be over 3 inch. The spike's got to be over 3 inches. But if it's a spiker or a fucking 22 point, you're shooting it because for a number of reasons. You don't see a lot of deer. Ones you see, there's probably more deer in Maine than there is anywhere else. But you got to remember, it's so.
What state has the most deer?
It's so.
That's what we need to know.
Was it per capita though? Because Jersey might be in there because it's tiny little state.
Don't knock Jersey hunting, bro. Okay, just because you can't get a deer.
I've never hunted in Jersey, but anyway, what I'm saying is. It's kind of a way of life. People need to put meat in the freezer for the long winters up there. You shoot what you see. Out there, you pick what you shoot. Yeah. You might see 10 deer in a day and be like, nope, I passed on all the deer today.
It's probably like, listen.
Go ahead, go.
No, it's probably like how you grew up with women. Like when in Maine, you'd fuck any of them. In Jersey, you're like, wow, there's a lot to choose from here, right?
Not really, but.
Texas,
5.5 million deer in Texas, bro.
My sister shot a couple. She lived in Texas for a bit. My sister's a hell of a hunter and fisher. She put her boat in the river yesterday. She's right near Detroit. It's on an island called Gross Isle, and she just loves fishing for walleye. So as soon as the ice comes out of the river, she had her boat in yesterday. There's still ice floating down the river and shit.
That's cool.
She's hardcore. She's the son my father always wanted.
We gotta get the boat in the water. I gotta get the boat in the water.
I never made it out with you guys last year. I might buy a jet ski this year just so I can meet people. It's always, you don't ever want to hold anybody up or ask anybody to take you back in. But you got a jet ski, you go like, you got a nice boat. I can take the jet ski and jump on your boat. You know what I mean? So I might just get a jet ski. Probably, I don't know about a brand new one, but.
Have you ever had a jet ski before?
Oh yeah, we used to ride all the time. We did 136 miles up the Hudson River. Me and Jenny back in the day. 4 kids.
From here?
No, we put in under the George Washington. There's a little park. Battery Park, whatever the name of it is, right under the George Washington. And we went up the East River. We went cruising around New York for a little bit. We had GPS so we could see where we were going. Around the Statue of Liberty, did some sightseeing around New York, and then just boom, headed up the Hudson. It was a beautiful day. Started at like 8 o'clock in the morning. Went under Bear Mountain. I think we fueled up like 4 times, right?
Wow.
Went under Bear Mountain Bridge, past the nuclear power plant, way up. We went all the way up to, what is that? I can't think of the name of that town. It's really nice town on the water, but then you go in town, it's like crackheads. But we stopped up there, ate lunch, and then came back. And the weather, sun started going down, started getting a little cooler, and it started getting rough. And you talk about getting beat up. Like, you think on a river, right, it's going to be like calm and you just rip. That's what we did on the way up. We were like 70 miles an hour everywhere we went. And there was a group of like 12 of us probably, right? We went with guys that had done it before. And they knew all the cool spots to check out. Like we got off on Bear Island, and there's a big fort that's built. It's kind of falling down now on the island. We walked through that, checked that out. It was really cool. And then we went up to this town. I don't know why I'm drawing a blank on the name of it. Anyway, ate lunch and then came back. Well, started getting cooler. We filled up a couple times, you know, and I don't know, we did like maybe 80 miles up, 75 miles, something like that. We're cruising. That's a long way on a jet ski. And then it starts getting choppy. Well, Jenny started getting beat up. Like you just boom, 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 pounding, right? So she started slowing way down. Those guys just kept it pegged. So I'm riding back with her, and we're just getting the shit kicked out of us. So finally I was like, you know, the Hudson gets real wide near like the Tappan Zee Bridge. I mean, it's almost like a lake. It's so wide, right? The wider it is, the rougher it is. So I was like, let's go up near the shore. Well, now it's fucking dark. We're still on the river after dark. We don't have any lights or anything. And she's crying, literally crying, like, you know, like fucking having a nervous breakdown. I was like, we're almost there, you know, but we can see shore. There's lights on shore, houses and stuff. And I'm like, just hug the shoreline. Did like 25 miles. We got back. Everybody was gone, loaded up. They left us for dead. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, they left us for dead.
Jeez.
Yeah. But
that's pretty crazy, though, no?
But we made it back, loaded them up, and got out of there. Yep. It was a cool experience.
What kind of ski?
Had a GP 1300R Yamaha. I had. We bought them from, you know where we bought them? We bought them from the guy right on Fisher, right by me, the Jet Medics. He had two that a doctor had sold him. A doctor in Point Pleasant had sold him two. They were like 2005s. This was probably like 2010 we did it. But I think they were 2005s, maybe 2006. So they were 5 years old, 4 or 5 years old. And they had like 15 hours a piece on them. Like they were like brand new. So we got a good deal, bought them, and we were hardcore jet skiers, bro. We were out every weekend in the ocean. You know, talking about Jaws, your mind fucks with you, right? Like I was saying, when you're in the ocean, you ever think about it? Well, I don't think about it in the bay. I think about it in the ocean. We're in the ocean, and I remember cruising. We were cruising with this pod of dolphins that were just hanging with us. They're like playing with us. It was really cool. And there was this little tiny football baby dolphin cruising with us. And then I kind of separated myself from everybody. And I was kind of near where the Barnegat Light inlet is, but I was out a ways. And this huge black thing appeared underneath me. And I'm looking down. I'm like, what the fuck? It was huge, way bigger than the shark, massive. It was a bait ball of fish, you know, like herring or whatever. It was a small fish, but they form a bait ball, and it was like welling up underneath me. I'm looking down, and all I'm thinking is, something's gonna come up from the depths of hell, plowing through that and fucking scoop me up. Your brain just fucks with you. I was like, I'm getting out of here. You know what I mean? So,
I remember taking a ski out to the ocean, out to like by the lighthouse, and jumping the waves. That was ridiculous.
Yep. I thought I broke my tailbone. I jumped, hit a huge one, jumped, and I threw the thing away because like I got up too high, and if you're going straight up like this, you want to get rid of it, right? You want to be at a little bit of an angle. I was going straight up, and I was probably 15 feet in the air, and I threw it away. And I was just free falling. Bro, I fucking landed right on the back of my tailbone hit right on the back of the ski.
Oh,
bro, knocked the wind out of me. I'm laying in the water, and then my ski's like getting pummeled by the waves, and I'm yelling at Sean. I was with Sean Carter. I'm like, oh, get the ski. I'm fucking dying. And I had to go home after that. Fucking, I thought I broke my tailbone.
I'm surprised. I'm surprised.
Fucking idiot. But yeah, jumping the surf out there was cool. Used to do that all the time.
Is that called Party Island right there?
I don't know.
Like as you're going out, like from
on the left?
No, as you're going out, like you're passing the lighthouse to go into the ocean. That area where all like the sand beaches are. It gets low tide in that area. I believe that's called Party Island.
But it would be Long Beach Island. Would be to the right?
Well, yeah, it's part of Long Beach Island. Yes.
Right. Yeah. Maybe they call that section. I don't know.
Yeah.
But, yeah. Yeah, we fucked up some skis. I broke the whole ass end off my ski. I jumped in too shallow of water. It's not a big deal. If you jump in shallow water and you time it right and you land as a wave's coming in, but I landed when the wave got sucked out, and it was like 2 feet of water, and it landed the right way. It came down, but the swim platform or whatever it is on the back of my ski dug right into the sand, snapped it. I had to take it to a shop, and cost me like $1,000 to have it all refiberglass and shit.
Jeez.
Yeah. Nothing you put in the water is cheap. You were telling me what, like the third day you had your third time you took your boat out, you smacked a piling with it or something?
I smacked someone's fucking motor.
Oh, you did?
The propeller of someone's motor. So
because it was up.
It went right. It went right. Honestly, dude, I was good. I was getting out of my slip because I'm in a bad spot kind of, and the wind was kicking up, and I'm like, I didn't have it on. I was just pushing it, and I'm like, I'm good, but literally like the one corner literally just stuck out just enough, and I'm like, ah.
It bothers you when shit like the first scratch is the second scratch isn't as bad. The first scratch on something brand new.
I got it fixed though.
Yeah. Did you?
Yeah.
Did it buff out?
No, it didn't buff out.
Oh, you called me actually one day last fall, and it was fucking freezing. You're like, I got to drive the boat. Where was it? You had to drive it to like
drive to Waretown.
Waretown.
Yeah.
And I was like, let me know if you need me, bro. I wouldn't do it today. Did you do it that day?
I did. Oh yeah.
Oh, it was freezing that day.
Yeah, it wasn't bad though.
Well.
Yeah, it was all right. It ripped down the water. It's fun on the water though, man.
Yeah,
I mean,
definitely.
Especially if you live over here, you must take advantage of it. You know.
Yeah, absolutely. You've lived here your whole life. This is the first boat you ever owned, right?
Yeah. I had jet skis. Well, my dad had jet skis a little bit growing up. So I used to take them out all the time.
Yeah, I think I'm going to get another one. Not for taking the kids out, because who wants to be 3 up on a jet ski? And my kids are too young to have their own.
Yeah.
That's not, I mean, maybe we just pop in and, cruise around the bay or something. But for my free weekends, I can shoot to F Cove or shoot to Tice's or come meet you. Where do you guys always?
We've been going to Cocktail Cove.
Cocktail Cove, yeah. Yeah, maybe I'll pick one up this summer.
Honestly, bro, you have the GPS on the boats, and it has your track. And I never, if you don't erase it, it goes your track from always. It's literally, if you look at my track, I just go after the marina, right around the corner, right around the corner. Like I barely go anywhere.
That's all you need,
But no, this year I want to. But also, I got the boat in July. You know what I mean? So it's kind of like didn't have much time with it. But now I want to take it. I want to go fishing with it. Yeah. It's not really a fishing boat, but we could,
make anything a fishing boat. Yeah. Especially if you're just fishing in the bay.
Yeah, that's all.
You find a couple. You got that plotter on there. You find like 1 or 2 wrecks off, like a mile offshore. You just go directly to that. You go blackfish. Blackfish are some of the best fish you eat. Sea bass.
Blackfish.
Sea bass.
Oh, sea bass. Really?
Yeah, they're really white fish.
Like Chilean sea bass.
Yeah, is that like a white flaky fish. They're so good to eat. Yeah,
they'll be like that.
Yep. I guess real quick before we cut loose, I know we try to avoid politics, but let's talk about the pink elephant in the room. Donald Trump today had to go to New York, right, to be arraigned on charges.
No, he was arrested, right? Arrested, yeah.
I never saw him in handcuffs. I don't think he was.
No, they said no mugshot, no gag order. He's talking mad shit right now. Did you see the guy? I guess the DA, right? The guy that
the piece of shit, yeah.
Yeah, well, he's like a reporter asked him like, what are the charges? He's like, well, in this indictment, the charges don't matter. It don't matter. Like, what did he do? No, what did he do? That was said. In this indictment, we don't have to say what he did. It doesn't matter.
Essentially, it's 35 counts or 36 counts, and it all has to do with, I think, using campaign funds to pay off Stormy Daniels back in 2016.
Right.
But we can't have in this country, which everybody is laughing at the United States right now. Everybody, we're the laughing stock of the world, including our own people. Everybody is just thinks we're a fucking joke. How can you have 2 sets of rules for different people? Now, why isn't Bill Clinton brought up on the $850,000 he paid to
Linda Tripp?
Wasn't Linda Tripp, was it?
I thought it was.
No. Oh. Andrew, no, I don't think that's the right name.
Paula something?
Paula Jones.
Paula Jones.
Right? And what about the Steele dossier? That was probably paid for, most likely. Definitely paid for by the Clintons.
Wasn't it proven?
Proven to be paid for by the Clintons, but most likely out of campaign funding in some way. How come there are 2 tiers of the justice system here? It's infuriating.
It's scary too, and
it's absolutely scary because they're coming. He said it.
Who said it?
Trump said it.
Yeah, they're not coming after me.
They're coming after you. Yeah. I'm just in the way.
Yeah.
It's so true.
Yes.
People that think.
But what bothers me too? It's like people are like, "Oh, that's it. Trump won now. He won now. Like, oh, this is gonna make the fucking guy.
It did make his base like more
I know, but
rigid. And I did see a guy on some talk show, I forget what it was, even though I try to not watch him, that put a fucking MAGA hat on and was like, this made me swing. I'm now a MAGA supporter. I cannot believe this is fucking happening in our country. You know?
I don't know. I just they try to gas us up here, right?
It's been 7 years, right? There's been 2 DAs before this guy that didn't pick these charges up, but this guy picks the charges up right before he's going to start campaigning. You telling me that isn't this the most?
Of course.
And they're saying that it was leaked. CNN reported on this, right? Reported facts from a unknown source, right? Which had to come from the DA's office, obviously. And actual reported on facts of the case that only somebody would know, and that in itself is a felony. If that was leaked from the DA's office, it's a felony. So why wouldn't the DA be charged? Because it's a 2-tier justice system. That's why.
But nothing's gonna happen. They're saying, "Oh, we need to go after the."
Nothing ever happens, bro.
Now the Democrats are doing it. The Republicans need to do it. Well, I don't think
nothing ever happens. I'm so fucking sick of it. I'm tired of it. Okay, so I'm tired of it. You're tired of it. I think I'm a little more fired up sometimes, maybe a little more pissed off than you are sometimes. But where do you draw the line? Where do you?
What do you mean draw the line? Like, what do you
where mean? Where do you say no to the corruption? Let's call it tyranny. Where do you say no? I think I've decided that there's only so much I can do. It has to be at my doorstep. I think that's what I've decided now.
Yeah, I think everybody.
You come to my door.
I think everybody. Like, I mean, maybe there's some people out there that are proactive and they want to get ahead of it, but like, you know, what the hell are you really going to do right now?
Right.
It's not really that. It
doesn't matter.
It's crazy. It's not that crazy, but like, when my family needs me to do something, that's when I'll do something.
Correct. I think that's where I'm at now. I'm almost done talking about it. I'm just like, my doorstep is the threshold. When tyranny and corruption comes past that point, I'm not even going to say it because they'll probably send FBI agents tomorrow. But you know what I'm saying? That's where I'm drawing the line.
They'll send sheriffs to you, but not FBI.
You know, it's fucking ridiculous. Well, what's his name said it? Bryce Mitchell said it. You know, I ain't fighting no foreign wars. I'm fighting in this. I'm digging my
ain't
boots.
No Viet Cong did nothing to me.
I'm digging. Yeah, I'm digging these boots into this Arkansas soil, and you come to my fucking house or my backyard. That's where I'll die on this Arkansas. He said it much more poetically than I said it, but the same sentiment is true for me. Because honestly, even the people up there that are saying the things that I want to hear, like, we're going to fight this. This is crazy. This is ridiculous. Never in history has anything like this ever happened. I'm like, yeah. I used to be like, yeah. Nothing. They don't ever do anything. Nothing's ever fucking done. Fucking tired of it, bro. I'm sick of it.
Yeah, no, me too, man. I don't know. And the fact that we know so much, again, 3 years ago I didn't know shit. Mm-hmm. Now we know all this stuff, and like shit's just getting worse and worse and worse. Or was it? Maybe I didn't pay attention. Shit was always bad, right?
Yeah, but all this crap that's happening, that's so trivial and mainstream media, helicopters all over the fucking air, and you know, all this. Don't you feel it's like smoke and white noise? To keep you from
smoke and mirrors, yeah, of course.
Like the fact that the dollar is tanking.
Yes, dude, that's exactly it.
Fucking tanking.
This indictment, like right now, right, where everyone's focused on the indictment. It's not. Well, then what would happen? Saudi Arabia's not using our dollar no more. Brazil's not using our dollar anymore.
Yeah, they're gonna start. What is it? The oil dollars?
I just seen the Saudi Arabian crown prince says, "My job isn't to please the U.S. anymore.
Right.
I don't really care what the U.S. does." I think Malaysia just said they don't want to use the U.S. dollar anymore. Like,
you don't hear anything about it. No reporting on it. None. Yeah. Why is that?
And then until I heard someone else say, I heard there's which I don't even know about it, because even though we don't look at mainstream media, we look at other stuff. Suppose there's a big protest right now in Israel and a big protest in France. I haven't really heard about either one of them. But what do they do? Do you know? Do you know what they're protesting?
I saw the protest in France.
Do you know what they're protesting for or about?
I know.
Yeah, I wonder what it is. But they don't want us to know about it because it's probably shit that we want to fucking support. You know what I mean? Or make us raise our eyebrows over here.
But how people are blind to it and can't see it, like getting angry obviously is not the answer. It's my first emotion. That's what I want to do. But I don't know what the answer is. I mean, staying calm obviously is always the best decision, but I mean, people are just fucking stupid, bro.
Govern me harder.
People are just
That's what
fucking
people want.
stupid.
They want to be told what to do.
Mm-hmm.
They want to be told what to do. That's really it. And they want someone else to tell their neighbor what to do too.
Yep. And that's always existed to some degree in society, right? Always. People, there are worker bees, just want to be told what to do and that have no critical thinking, no free thinking at all. That's always existed, but it's always existed on sort of a smaller scale. It's critical thinkers are now.
No, bro. The problem is it's been like that everywhere. This is just the last fucking free place in the world, and that's changing now.
Oh, I agree. But lately, all I see is non-critical thinkers.
That's what I'm saying, because they're like, in our country, you're right. What they said, the demoralization of the country is almost complete, right? Like these other places, they're not critical thinkers because they were never allowed to be. We've been critical thinkers forever. Now they've been restraining us little by little, taking this away, taking that away, indoctrinating you this way, making you think this, taking books away. So now we don't have that ability to do anymore.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah. And I still see people, bro. I still see people out at the park, fresh air, wearing a motherfucking mask, standing all by themselves.
They're broken, bro. Those people are broken.
They're just broken humans.
They're broken, or or they just want to be like, they're just the biggest fans of the government.
Now the flip side to that, the counter argument always is, you don't know what they have. They could have some debilitating disease, and they're by themselves. Not near any fucking buddy in the middle of fucking free air.
Listen. The 39 years I was on this planet before 2020 or whatever, nobody was wearing fucking masks.
Nobody.
At all.
Nobody. Yeah. It's insanity. It's brainwashing is what it is.
Yeah.
And fear-mongering, which is brainwashing. Fear leads to manipulation, right? Crazy. But anyway, we're not a political show. I don't want to get any further in it than that, but obviously we had to talk about it. It's the fucking biggest thing in news right now.
Router with Roger, right? Now what's it called? Right? What's the show? What's the show? Something with Crowder?
Oh, yeah. What is it? Louder with Crowder.
Louder with Crowder.
Louder with Crowder, yeah.
Rowdier with Roger. I'm Champion and Tramp. Coming to you.
Shit, changed my mind. Change my mind.
Change your mind? Oh,
that's
the
his,
meme?
That's his thing that he does. He goes to college campuses, which are all completely indoctrinated with liberalism, and he posts something, like I don't know, like fucking white privilege doesn't exist. Change my mind. And just all these students just attack him. And he stays so calm. And he's just a
people spit on him and everything.
Oh,
right?
they do all kinds of shit to him. But
who's that? Who's that I saw that gets spit on?
He wants to.
Alex Stein, that guy.
He gets. Yeah, they fucking. I mean, listen, I don't know. I don't know much about Alex Stein, but and he seems to align with maybe some things that I like, but that's not the right way to do it. You don't run into a crowd of people and just scream at them and antagonize them. And
well, he is looking for. Yeah, that's it's more entertainment.
I mean, that's what they do.
Yeah,
so,
right.
But I mean, that's not the way to get anything done. You know what I mean?
No.
But it seems odd that these conservative people. I don't even know what Alex Stein is, but I've seen other Charlie Kirk, for example. Get absolutely assaulted, spit on everything, and the cops never do shit about it.
No.
Or if it's the other way around,
you're going
go to jail.
Yeah.
I don't get it.
I don't want to be in one of those situations.
Best thing for me is to stay far, far clear away. Remember we talked, because Ian Smith had just done our show, and he was like, I'm going to the Capitol to speak in an outdoor setting. And I looked at you and I said, we should go. We should go down and just show some. I was talking about just showing up to his speech and, fucking listening, and you're like, I don't know if that's a good idea. I was like, you know what, Frankie, you're right. We didn't go. Fuck, not that I would have gone into the Capitol, but maybe if all the cops are like, hey, like what, the shaman just got released because it's pretty evident that all the cops were waving him in. They only released a little bit of that footage. What can you imagine? Can you imagine if I'm like Frankie or you're like Roger? They're telling us to go in. It's cool. We're at the Capitol. Let's just take a cruise through real quick.
Come on, bro. We're going. Everyone's going in. Everybody's going in there.
We'll stay inside the velvet ropes.
Take a fucking selfie
we'll
up
stay
in
inside
there.
the velvet ropes. We'd still be in fucking prison, bro. It's crazy.
No, I wouldn't know.
I wouldn't have either, but I'm saying.
I wasn't going to D.C.
I know. I said it because Ian Smith was here and he was saying I'm going down to speak, and I was fanboying. I was trying to be supportive.
There's still people in jail too. You know that.
Well, Shaman had 14 more months to do. They let him out.
That's crazy, dude.
Talk about corruption, bro. You talk about corruption. That the reason they're making that the big deal it is. You hear Nancy Pelosi's daughter talking about it and stuff.
Yeah.
Is because they know that is the biggest threat.
Is it like really
an uprising? Sure.
Oh, what do you mean? Oh, you're saying
half the country revolts and says, "Fuck you, we're not taking this anymore."
I thought that. Yeah, I see what you're saying. Yeah, because she was like, "We need to make sure that they learn by this example." You're saying, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
We need to make them. What they compared them to, like, was insane. It's insane. Some of the things they said. Haven't been a terroristic attack on our country like this since 9/11.
I know, bro.
Really?
How can you compare it to?
And again, to be clear to our haters, because there's plenty of them, I'm not saying that people going in the Capitol was the right thing to do. I'm not defending that or saying that's the right thing to do. Obviously, it wasn't. I'm just saying how they build it and how it was presented and what they did. Why is the shaman walking free now then? So, all right. Let's turn off politics, pal.
Yeah.
Good go.
That was good.
Appreciate you, buddy.
Next week on Rowdier with Roger.
We're going to talk about payments to the Biden family from China next week. So,
and Ukraine.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. See,
You're going to get Zelensky on?
Sure. If he's not dancing shirtless and
only if
in high heels.
The gag ball in his mouth.
Do you think he's a paid actor to play that role?
Oh, wow. Maybe. Yeah.
You think?
Yeah, it could be.
You think they're like, we need a person
that could fucking be theatrical.
That can be theatrical and do what we want.
And dude, he's
embezzle billions of dollars.
Think about it. He said some good lines too. Like if say like I don't need what Biden said. I'll give you something. I don't know. I don't need that. I need bullets. Yeah, that's fucking pretty tough, bro. That's like a movie line.
Yeah.
It's like Arnold Schwarzenegger being president.
You telling me that wasn't written for him?
Bullets. Yeah.
Get to the chopper.